is available in high definition.
After spending the summer of 2010 crisscrossing the country, the NASCAR Canadian Tire Series has arrived at Kawartha Speedway. It's time to crown a champion.
The quest for the 2010 NASCAR Canadian Tire Series Championship concludes here at Kawartha Speedway. Today, a new NASCAR champion will be crowned. J.R. Fitzpatrick, the feisty kid from Cambridge, Ontario, and his number 84 team have raged a season-long heated battle with the hard-driving Castrol kid, DJ Kennington from St. Thomas, Ontario. Both drivers are in search of their first NASCAR championship. So who will have their name engraved in history? This is the 13th and final race of the 2010 NASCAR Canadian Tire Series presented by Mobil 1. We're in Fraserville, Ontario as we get set for the Kawartha Speedway 250, presented by the Dodge Dealers of Ontario and Coca-Cola. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Kawartha Speedway. I'm Dave Bradley. Along with me is Billy Rose Jr., and as always, Todd Lewis is trackside. Billy, it's been a great 2010 season. What a great place to finish things up.
Oh, this is a great little speed plant. Derek Lynch, Skip Ambrose done a nice job building this facility, and what I like most about it, it's got two grooves to it, and they use them both here. It's a fast little one-third mile oval. By far, my favorite race every year is right here at Kawartha.
Not only will we crown a champion in the series today, we'll also crown a champion in the Rookie of the Year Challenge. The 99 of Derek White comes in as the leader in the rookie point standings. He comes in 14th in points, and the man from Ganawaki, Quebec is here and looking to improve his standing just a little bit.
Well, Dave, you know, they come here because they want to do better than 14th, but one thing that's most important, at the end of the season, he's going to go home to Quebec. They're going to walk out in the shop Monday night, reach down, pull that rookie stripe off, and get ready for his sophomore season next year.
And as we take a look at the Castrol point standings after 12 events, mathematically, there are 4 drivers with a chance to take home the title. Don Thompson Jr., Scott Steckley have an outside chance at winning the championship, but realistically, it's coming down to 2 drivers, DJ Kennington and J.R. Fitzpatrick.
Well, it is racing, Dave, and anything can and will happen in racing. We only got to look back to last week in Riverside. Fitzpatrick's out front pretty much having his way with the field. Had a driveline failure. Handed the win and the points league over to DJ Kennington. But today, 250 laps, and we'll see what happens at the end of the day.
And it's been great to watch them all 2010, both on the track. Great friends, of course, off the track, but it has been fun. Now let's send it down trackside to Todd, who's standing by with both those drivers. Todd?
At the age of 16, DJ Kennington began racing full-time with Castrol sponsorship. Number 17 years later, on the verge of a championship. Are you points racing, or are you here to win?
You know, you're always points racing, but we're also here to win. We just got to try to go out there and finish this race today. And I know my buddy JR is going to be on it, and he wants it as bad as I do. And let's just hope we have a good day today. Hope this weather holds off and we can finally get this done for Castrol and Mahindra and my dad and all the people that have stuck with us for so long.
Thanks, DJ. Good luck.
Guys.
All right, DJ Kennington going to try to win a championship. Closest man to him is J.R. Fitzpatrick. J.R., you said you wouldn't hesitate to move somebody out of the way, including DJ if necessary. Starting 8th today, what's the approach?
I mean, the Schick Chevy's been a handful today. We haven't really had much luck with it, but I mean, it's all going to come down to, you know, a little bit of luck. I mean, 40 points is a big jump, and DJ's on his game. So, I mean, we've been in this situation before, so we just got to ride it out and just maybe a little luck come our way and just take it from there.
We'll see what happens. We're scheduled for 250 laps of racing. We'll be ready to go green here at Kawartha Speedway when we return.
The NASCAR Canadian Tire Series finale here on TSN is brought to you by Castrol. Visit us at ChangeYourOilChangeYourLife.com. And by RX100, eliminating mold at the source and saving lives. Big thank you goes to Wallace Stacy for giving us a ride high above Kawartha here today. Some weather has moved in and out of the area pretty much all afternoon. We hope to get this race in, but let's get the proceedings started as we send it down to Canadian Tire's Brian McAdam.
Drivers, start your engine.
Well, they're cranking him to life, and there's DJ Kennington. That's his 5th pole of the season right here at Kawartha, and he's one of the big contenders for the points championship tonight. It's an all-Dodge front row. We have 2 women in the field as well, and we're on board with Isabelle Tremblay in the 77.
Fastest in practice earlier on today, that man, the number 7 of Pete Shepard, looking for his very first win in the NASCAR Canadian Tire Series. And, of course, Jason Hathaway picked up his first win of his career right here at Kawartha. Taking a look at the starting grid on pole is DJ Kennington. Beside him, Ron Beauchamp Jr., driver of the 60. Row number 2 has Donald Chisholm in the 89. Scott Steckley drives the 22, former champion. Row number 3, Kerry Mix in the 02. There is Pete Shepard in the number 7. Row number 4 brings us Anthony Simone in the 95. J.R. Fitzpatrick, a lot of ground to make up to win the championship here this year. Mark Dilley drives the number 9. He'll start alongside the number 4 of Don Thompson Jr. in row number 6. Young Stephen Matthews in the number 15. Then there's Jason Hathaway in the 3. Row 7 has Jeff Laxovich in the 23. Ron Sheridan drives the 52. And row number 8, Joey McComb in the 50. And Sean McGlynn drives the 56. The number 19, welcome back to the ovals for Brad Graham, and Jason White drives the 21 all the way from BC. Dexter Stacy in the 55, and Kent Noon in the 81 makes up row number 10. We look back to row number 11. There's Derek White in the 99, and Trevor Monahan drives the 13. Row number 12, Isabel Tremblay, and Shannon Harding in the 36.
Great looking field of race cars here for the finale at Kawartha Speedway. We go on board with Jason White all the way from beautiful British Columbia. He's looking for a great ride here today.
Yeah, he's struggled at times this season and definitely looking for a good finish. Let's throw it down to Todd.
Guys, a couple quick notes about the championship contenders before we go green. DJ Kennington is as relaxed as I've ever seen him at a race. His family's here. He's been laughing. His car's been fast. It's all good. Scott Steckley has a good starting position. He's going to charge and do what he can. The chips really have to fall in his direction if he's going to have any hope. And J.R. Fitzpatrick, starting 8th, has hated his car all day long. They've thrown a bunch of things at it. They've gone back to what they had originally. We'll see what happens when we go green and J.R. starts to charge to the front.
Well, they'll be charging for sure. Teddy McAllister tried some things in practice, and they ended up going right back to their baseline, knowing that they can run good here on that baseline setup.
On board the 22, Scott Steckley. He'll roll off in the 4th position, right behind the 60 of Ron Beauchamp Jr. as the field bunches up through 3 and 4. We're looking for green down the front chute, and it's up, and we're underway here in the Kawartha 250, the finale of the NASCAR Canadian Tire Series in 2010.
Up through the gearbox for the first time at Kawartha, down the backstretch. DJ gets a good jump on Ronnie Beauchamp to take the lead.
DJ Kennington looking for those all-important 5 bonus points to lead lap number 1, and he will get them. So add a little bit of cushion to that points lead that DJ Kennington brings into this final race.
Well, I know on that start, they're both Mopar guys, DJ Kennington and Ronnie Beauchamp. They've drove nothing but Dodges in this series, so you got to think a little bit of friendship going there to make sure that DJ got them 5 bonus points right off the hop.
Shot of Scott Steckley going by the Mopar Dodge of Ron Beauchamp Jr. How about the 89 of Donald Chisholm? Great qualifying effort in that Ford. He had a good run going at Riverside. Unfortunately, mechanical troubles bit him there. But Chisholm always has been competitive here at Kawartha. As you get a look at the chic Chevy of J.R. Fitzpatrick, who's up to 7th spot.
Well, Chisholm has adapted real well to these cars. Also, it's a brand new Mike McCall car, as well as the 7 of Shepard, also out of the McCall stable.
Definitely that 84 car is one we'll be watching all day. He must beat the 17 car by 8 positions. He also needs to lead some laps, especially now that DJ Kennington is out in front and leading laps. Remember, if he leads the most laps, that's another 5 bonus points for the 17 car.
Absolutely. Bumper to bumper down off the corner. I was watching Shepard up off the corner. His hands are very calm. Look at here. Up off the corner, just going to let it come back to the right. That car is rock solid.
Absolutely. If you looked at the timesheets in practice, a 7 car, definitely above and beyond most of the other drivers. As we take a look at a battle for 8th spot, Don Thompson Jr. and the Home Hardware Chevy takes over that spot from the 95 of Anthony Simone. But Shepard has been so quick all day long here at Kawartha. It was actually a surprise to see him qualify so far back.
Well, some guys race better than they qualify, and Petey's a good little racer. Might have just got the car a little too comfortable for the race and weren't quite getting the qualifying setup that they needed. A real good look at the spring on the right front of the 3 car as they travel this racetrack. In full bore, see it compresses, not quite coil bind, but awful close. Look at how red the rotor gets under braking on the 3. Whoa, we got a big time one off it too. And Shepard gets run over by the 36.
Shannon Harding involved, the 52 of Ron Sheridan also goes around, but definitely Pete Shepard getting the worst of this one in the National Exhaust number 7. Take another look. right up and over. It looks like they caught wheels.
On board with Shepard right there. You see who's going around the 36. She comes up and drives over his left front. Big time damage on both race cars.
And Don is standing by in the 7 pits.
That's a lot of body damage on the number 7 National Exhaust car of Pete Shepard. They're going to try and rip some of that away, make sure it's clear of the tire. They're also going to examine the brake lines. Pete mentioned that the pedal might be down a little bit low. We'll return to action here at Kawartha Speedway in just a moment.